June, your line is now live.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate the time today. My first question for you is your Bellator debut at 250. Obviously, a very successful fight for you, but what were your expectations of your Bellator debut compared to fighting in an empty arena?
I don't know. I didn't really have expectations. I've never fought in front of an empty arena, but it felt just like sparring, so I figured treat it like a sparring session, and I just went in and did my thing, and I just let it play out how it played out.
Well, it played out to your advantage, and very impressively too, because we don't get to see Bravo chokes very often. So, are you expecting to have a similar kind of performance against Kenny Champion?
Yeah, I think so. I think another first round finish is what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll finish him the exact same way. I'll hit that same exact Darce choke again. I don't know what you called it there.
Oh, I thought it was a Bravo choke. Sorry, if it was Darce, it was Darce. I'm not a jiu-jitsu expert.
It's a Darce. As far as I know, it's a Darce choke. I think maybe I can hit that one again, but we'll see what happens. First round, though, that's what I'm gunning for.
Well, we'll look forward to it on Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jay Anderson?
Hey, thanks very much. And Cody, the kind of attention and focus that you've gotten this early in your MMA career, has anything really prepared you for that? Did your wrestling career perhaps help prepare you for this? Because we don't normally see a lot of 1-0 fighters get this much attention.
No, I don't know that I was necessarily prepared for it, but I visualize a lot and I kind of imagine situations like this playing out in my head. Before this was happening to me, when I was sitting at home in quarantine, I would have these kind of situations play out in my head. So I guess I prepared myself for it mentally. But like I said before, I'm just kind of rolling with how things go.
And in terms of the upcoming fight, Kenny Champion, just give us your thoughts on this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup for me. I think it's maybe a step up in competition, but it's an easier matchup for me, or an easier fight for me. Seems like pretty basic MMA fighter. 1-2, throw the low kick. Maybe he'll come forward. Should be easier for me to strike with this guy. I think he might stand in front of me a little bit more, so I'm excited for it.
John Eric?
Hey, Cody, always a pleasure talking to you, my man. And my question for you, before your last fight, you were telling me how you really didn't, it wasn't so much preparing necessarily for him. You were working on your skill sets and improving your game. Did you do this for the same camp, or did you do a little bit more preparation for Kenny Champion?
No, same thing for this camp. We just kept everything the same as last time, kept the train rolling, and focused on me.
And then just the last thing for you before your last fight, and I had a nice custom-made suit that you came rolling into the arena with. You got some style for this one, too?
Yeah, it's on its way right now. I'm excited about it.
Dunno?
Hey, Cody, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Talk to me, you mentioned a little bit about your matchup with Kenny Champion. He's obviously got a little bit more of that pro experience than your last opponent. Do you think that that's going to play a factor at all?
No, not at all. I think pro experience, amateur experience, whatever. It's just fights. We're all just fighting, so I don't think it's going to make a difference.
What's the situation in Florida at the moment? You're able to train pretty much as normal?
Yeah, I train every day. I live inside American Top Team, so I train every day.
I saw you met the president's son when he was in AGT. Can you tell me a bit about that experience?
Yeah, it was a cool experience. It was my first time ever meeting anybody that closely related to the president. He was there at the gym for a rally with George Masvidal, and I got to meet him afterwards. It was cool.
Nice guy, charismatic guy?
Yeah, he was very charismatic. He was a good speaker, and he treated me nicely. I liked him. Last
one from me, with regards to George Masvidal, it looks like maybe Colby Covington next for him. What's your take on that fight?
I don't know if that's happening or not, but if it is, I'm taking George, of course.
Jim?
Yeah, thank you. I'm just curious because you mentioned you staying at American Top Team at their facility. What has that process been like for you, being away from family, friends, and everybody, and just being so centrally focused at ATT?
It's been good. I have a pretty good system down where I spend maybe like 3 months in ATT, and then I go home to Pennsylvania for a week or a week and a half and see my family and train with some of my people from back home, and then I go back down to ATT. And when I'm there, I'm very focused, so it's nice. When I go home, I can lay back a little bit, enjoy some things, maybe eat some food I wouldn't normally eat, or stay up a little bit later than normal. But then I get that out of my system. I get back to the gym at American Top Team, and I'm super focused. So it's a really good dynamic right now.
And lastly, for me, what is it like being at American Top Team and working with those coaches and fighters and just things you may have picked up and learned being there so far?
Yeah, it's a dream come true. I'm surrounded by people that are like me, world-class coaches, world-class fighters. Obviously, my level is jumping exponentially by the week, I would say. Just being around them, sparring with them, sparring inside of a cage, having guys like Mike Brown watch my sessions, film my sessions, watch tape with them. I mean, how can I not grow as a fighter every day there?
Luis?
Hi, Cody.
How's it going?
This is your thanks. This is your second fight in Bellator. You have this chance to develop your career and your abilities in a worldwide level company like Bellator. What do you think about this opportunity?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm grateful for it. I'm just ready to go fight.
Like what I say, this is your second professional fight. How different do you feel the professional level?
How do I feel?
Yes.
I feel great. I feel like I belong here.
All right. Thank you very much for the time, Cody. Good luck the rest of the week.
All right.